We watched the light as it set from the sun. All the ways we could run, all the ways we could run. Oh my, yeah. Can you see the light from outer space?
Okay, we are back once again. The 2013 Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival presented by Budeo Bodyboard Club, as well as Revel. I am your host with the most, Eric Apple, hanging out here in Chile. Our final day at Antofagasta, and the waves have finally showed up, and I am joined by, man, the new women's sensation. Everyone's so excited about her, Alexandra Rinder. Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yeah.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. I always try to pronounce everyone's names correctly. You want to talk now?
Yeah, I want to ask what happened in that last wave of
Ryan Hardy. I'll tell you what. Ryan Hardy, who's one of the biggest names in the entire sport of bodyboarding and definitely an icon of the sport, was in third place with only seconds to go, and he literally got a 8.95. He got a huge barrel, one of the bigger waves of the entire contest, and rode the barrel perfectly. Got a long in and out, came out perfect, looking good, and won the heat.
That's amazing.
Some drama.
It's like you just get so nervous when you're just a few seconds, you're in the third position, just have one wave. You have to make a good thing so you pass, and I always get really nervous when I'm in the third position. And I think when you're in that round with the big riders, you are so nervous.
It's also especially tough because Ryan's been here for quite a long time. He's seated, so that he didn't surf for days. He's waiting and waiting and waiting to finally get in the water. So it's tough when you don't compete for a long time. As we see, our rider in yellow, Lucas Nogueira, he is a brasilero, the nice ARS or backflip there.
Yeah. It's always a little bit difficult to see if it's an RES or a backflip.
Well, they're so close.
Yeah.
And sometimes the same, you'll see the same thing, and one person will say that that's a flip, another person will say that's an ARS.
Yeah.
As I see Lucas driving, let's see him setting up here. He's going to bottom turn up, and we'll see what he does.
Yeah, I think it's
more of a backflip.
Yeah. It's like a half backflip, half RES. And then we see the rider in red,
That is Jacob Romero.
He's one of the biggest wave riders, like big waves, and he just goes and through the lip and just fly. Like he does huge.
With a good 360. And now we have Sasha Specker, a rider in white. This
And
is his
he's gonna
first
do
wave. Big roll right
big
there for
roll.
the South African.
Yeah, I saw he had some problems to go in. He was coming inside really, like just 3 minutes remaining, and he was just running. That sometimes it's hard when you don't arrive in a good time and you have to run inside the water. Like you get more nervous because you have to go to the peak as fast as you can. And
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay,
sometimes.
so we're going to come back with some scores. We're going to let you know how the opening trade went between all the riders. But right now, Yo-Yo is down on the beach with Ryan Hardy, who won that heat with minutes to go.
Y estamos aquí, here I am, with Ryan Hardy, changing the situations in the last 20 seconds. Ryan, tell us about this heat, please.
Yeah, I'd nearly written the heat off. Came down the last 30 seconds. I'd only had a 4 and a bunch of 1s. And yeah, a big set came and it looked really clean on the inside, so I thought there was a good chance of a barrel. And I got two good sections through the wave and pretty deep in the last one and just snuck out before the closeout. So yeah, that was a good feeling to sneak out of that first heat.
Do you find the situations hard at the moment with this tide?
Oh yeah. You really got to dig deep for motivation in that last minute when you're really behind. And I had to paddle back out the back really fast to get in position. And all sorts of things go through your mind. The amount of money you spent to get here, you're leaving your family behind. So yeah, it's a good feeling when you dig deep and come out on top.
Y estoy, chicos, con uno de los más simpáticos del tour. Es mi amigo Ryan, ¿no, Ryan?
Gracias, yo. Sí, estoy muy feliz de estar aquí en Arica, en Antofagasta, mi primera vez aquí. Sí, muy contenta. Vamos a ver, hoy va a ser un buen día.
Yo le contaba a la gente en casa que cuando tú vas a Arica siempre me llama y vamos de paseo, ¿no?
Sí, eres un buen amigo, yo, sí.
Sí. Ryan Hardy, chico, uno de los más simpáticos del tour. I would like to tell you, Ryan, thanks very much for this show, for coming to Antofagasta to be on this competition. And you this year are what we call with the fireball. doing really well. So I'm sure that you're gonna get far in this competition. Ryan, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Everyone stay tuned. There's some good swell today. It's going to be some good sets coming through all day, and glassy conditions. There's going to be some good surfing.
Sí, nos despedimos con Ryan Hardy, que está con la bola de fuego ganando las mangas acá. Así que niños, sigan en el Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival. I'm down there to you, Eric. Gracias.
Okay, so we are back live to this heat, and I just want to give you an update for the scores after our opening trade between the riders. Lucas Nogueira, the Brazilian, with a 6 on his first wave. Jacob Romero with a 2.08 and a 3.33 in second. Sasha with a 5.13 on his first wave. And Manuel Cepeda with a 1.88. That's the rider in blue from Chile. So again, 13 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the third heat of the day. Webcast is up and running. We're looking good again. And I'm pretty excited. We have good waves today. Are you excited to compete in these conditions?
Yeah, we were waiting all day yesterday to see if we can compete, and finally to say it's better we do tomorrow. We were all very happy. We were so tired because we went all the day at the beach. Now the waves are really good, and we hope it's gonna be like this all the day. So everybody's gonna have good waves till the final. Let's see how it goes.
Now, we were talking about yesterday, it's harder for you to compete in really small waves compared to the other girls. So you got to be happy to see big waves today.
Yeah, I like bigger waves. Not like a good fan from small waves. I like little bigger waves to do my rolls and my spins and my flips. And today I think it's really good. So let's see how it is.
Let me ask you this also. I was really impressed with the flip you did the other day, and I've been asking a lot of the different riders do you do any gymnastics training or acrobatic training or training on a trampoline with your board?
No, I really don't do, but I like to go to a trampoline to do. I go to some places where we jump to the water and do some backflips to the water. I like that kind of things, but I just train a little bit I have a gym who sponsors me, and I go for stretching a little bit of cardio, and yeah,
okay,
it's okay.
So this is Manuel Cepeda. We'll get back to those answers. He's trying to improve upon a 1.88. He's setting up for something here, a nice little turn. He's in the pocket, going to find a nice roll right there.
Yeah, that was a nice roll. I think it's going to be good. He hit it in a good section, and I think it's a Chilean, no? It's a Chilean rider?
Yeah, yes, he is a Chileno.
Yeah. I think the people outside are really happy to see that some Chilenos still in the comp. Like we saw in the first heat, Alan Munoz came second. So.
Yep. And Alan Munoz did so good in Arica. And this is it right here. Turning under the pocket right there, staying right where he needs to be, busting right there clean. Very nice roll. Couldn't have done much better.
Yeah, it was nice.
And also we talked about, you talked about the big wave charging of Jacob Romero. I mean, the invert that he threw, I believe in the quarterfinals or the quarterfinals at Arica was maybe the biggest I've ever seen in the entire sport.
Yeah, I saw that photo and I was like, that can't be. I just asked everybody he landed, and they told me no, but.
No, but he tried. He landed.
Yeah, he landed, but he
on
didn't.
The board.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
So other riders might, when they get that high, they throw their board away.
Yeah.
He held on all the way.
Yeah.
Very impressive. One of the most impressive bodyboard photos I've ever seen. As we see our rider in red, Jacob Romero. We were just speaking of him. He heard us. Missing that barrel section. Trying to bottom turn around. He ducks out the back. Jacob has a 2.08 and a 3.3. So he's looking to improve upon that, and that wave's not going to do it. Rider in yellow, Lucas Nogueira.
Then we see it's gonna be a good section. Maybe he just goes for it. We missed that.
A bad cutaway right there. We'll get back on it.
We just missed that section. Let's see, maybe we'll have a replay.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So
Manuel Cepeda with a 6.2 on that last wave where he had that nice roll. So that puts him up to the first place for the time being. We see Bobby Quinones, a Puerto Rican, down on the beach.
He made some good heats the last day. I saw him.
Yeah, he's done well.
Just
He's done well here
first.
in Chile.
Then we see the guy with the hat. The little guy is
The beanie?
where I'm staying. Is one of the child of the Budeo club,
Mhm.
and
Those guys are supporting you, right? They paid for your entry fee here.
yeah, Arturo called me and said if I come, I don't have to be worried for the competition and for staying. Like he said, when I come, they pay me the entrance and they're gonna look for a house, so I don't have to pay.
That's
And
awesome.
It's really awesome. The house, the family's so nice. The kid is always with us, always with Pierre and Ruth.
That's great.
The
check
Chilean
it out.
people are good.
Our rider in yellow, Lucas Noguera. Oh, sorry, this is white. Sasha Specker.
And we see he's gonna hit that section.
Oh!
Yeah, an invert that we see. Yeah, he made it. Was good.
So he gets a complete score on that wave. Sasha Specker, the South African, who qualified just last year for the World Tour. Remember, this is a GQS, this is a Global Qualifying Series event. So it's very important because the top 8 in the points for the Global Qualifying Series will end up qualifying for the World Tour. This is a replay of Sasha looking for a good section right here. He finds it, boom, launches.
Yeah, it was good.
Kind of an odd landing up there on top of the
Yeah.
lip, but he rode away nonetheless.
The good thing is he made it, and that's gonna be, I think, a pretty good wave with a good score.
Well, he had a 5.13 on his first wave, so a decent score on his first wave. He only needs a score of a 1 or so to move up to an advancing position. So let's see what he gets.
Then we see the Australians, Lachlan and George. They're gonna beat the Frenchman Pierre, and I think the Brazilian Hermano Castro.
That's right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good heat.
Well, at this stage, every heat's going to be a good heat for the men because now we're getting into where all the seeded guys are, and
Yeah.
it's going to be some good competition. Okay, Sasha Specker with a 5.13 on that wave, so 2 5.13s. So Sasha's in the lead. In second, Lucas Noguera. In third, Manuel Cepeda and Jacob Romero from Hawaii in fourth. And the Hawaiian is still yet to get a wave that he's going to be happy with. But we do have 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. And the waves are coming in constantly in this heat, which is great news for us.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I think it's good that Sasha passed first. Like, he's a really good drop near. He just won in Hawaii. Was an awesome final. I saw it. It was really good waves. And I think he's gonna make a good competition.
As we listen to our beach announcer, Mono. So again, Sasha Specker in first. In second, Lucas Noguera. So talking about your training and stuff. So you said that you don't really do much training as far as on a trampoline or anything like that. But but do you think it's a good idea to start doing that stuff?
Yeah. Now in summer, I think I can do it because they close all the schools. But maybe after summer, I just talk with my mom. I want to start trampoline because I like that kind of things. I like to do backflips, front flips. I always jump from some climbs. Like, I like the adrenaline I get when I jump. It's like
it's also good for teaching you your awareness and your body awareness and where you are when you're upside down and being able to see and spot your landing for different waves because the waves changing all the time. So no backflip on a wave is going to be the same. No. So it's good for you to be practicing different angles all the time and maybe even with a small board as well.
Yeah.
I think it's great practice, and I think as our sport is moving forward, more and more riders are going to be learning acrobatics, I think.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we have guys doing now reverse 720 airs like we saw with Jake Stone in Australia, something like that. So it's going to become a sport where guys are going to have to use more acrobatics and more gymnastics.
Yeah, I think it's really good for this sport, and I think really important is to stretch good, to be flexible, because we saw last time the girl of Venezuela, and she made it like a scorpion, and she said she was lucky because she does yoga, and she's really flexible. She said if a normal person did that, can break his back. So now she's a little bit. She said it hurts a lot, her back, and let's see if she gets better.
Okay, so we have some questions coming in from Facebook. Clement is asking, what is the difference between a Tour GSS and a Tour GQS? Well, the GSS are the World Tour, the Grand Slam events. Those are the big events. The GQS are the qualifying events. So, like right now, the men are trying to qualify. So, this competition is to help determine the top 8 on the GQS Tour, and those top 8 will get spots next year on the global Grand Slam series of the GSS events. Now, if you are already a Grand Slam competitor, you can come compete here for prize money and points as well, but it's not going to help you get on the tour if you're already on it.
I think much of the top 24 riders come here because they go next to Brazil, and so they come here so they don't have to go home again and then to Brazil. It's near from Brazil, and I think they like this wave. So
yeah, well, after competing in Arica, which is just an hour flight away, it's very easy to just come from Gringo, get on the plane, come down here for a week, and have a chance to make some more money.
Yeah.
And compete, get on TV, and then fly over to Rio for Itocochaira.
I think it's gonna be a good competition this year.
I've never been. I'm excited.
It's a good wave.
Big beach break, big barrels.
Yeah.
As we see our competitors with 2 minutes remaining here in this heat, Sasha Specker is still in the lead. Lucas Nogueira in second, the Brasileiro. The Chileno, Manuel Cepeda in blue. And Jacob Romero, he needs a 5.38 to move into advancing position, so he's waiting to get a good score. As we see Ryan Hardy and some of the South African competitors. Ryan's got to be feeling pretty good about himself. Getting a good score. There's a 8.95 in that closing seconds of his first heat of the competition.
Yeah, I think he's really happy.
He's got to be happy.
Yeah.
He was doing, and we played, on the wave, a rider in red.
Jacob
Romero, he needs a good score. He needs a 5.38, so he needs a good roll or an ARS right here. He's got to bust it.
Yeah, I think he's going to fly a little bit. Yeah. Good invert. I think it's going to be difficult. And
he's got to throw some more spins or rolls right here to get that score. He was. But in white, Sasha Specker, 5.13 and another 5.13. Is he going to improve upon that? Nice roll right there. Back onto the open section of the wave. Reverse 360. Sasha looking smooth with his mustache, too.
Yeah.
Our rider in blue, Manuel Cepeda. He needs to improve upon a 1.88. Oh! ARS off the back of the wave.
I think Sasha looks like really smooth when he's in a wave, like just chilling.
You mean the way he rides or his mustache?
Both.
So we're going to have some scores coming through with a minute to go, or even less than a minute now. So that's most likely going to be Jacob Romero's last wave. Is it going to be enough to push him through? We're going to see in a moment. Rider in yellow, up and running. Lucas Nogueira punches a roll through there.
It was a good roll. Just landed. I think they're coming out now. Guys, I think Sasha did a really good heat, like with 2 good waves. Now
3 good waves.
Yeah, let's see how they scored the last one.
Heat is over. That is it. We're waiting for scores to come through. As soon as we have those, we will let you know. As a matter of fact, what we're going to do is we're going to send you to a commercial right now. When we come back, we're going to give you a breakdown of all the scores and let you know who is advancing through to the 6th round of the men's. So again, off to a commercial from the people who are making this event possible, the 2013 Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival, presented by Bodyboard Club and Revel.